Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Ronline Report. Very special guest today, driving home as we speak. Appreciate this. Victor Martinez, Dominican Dominator. How are you, Vic?
Good, good. How you doing? What's up, Ron? MD fans? What up?
First thing I got to say is your face, Victor. You still
Yeah.
look like you're in contest condition. What's up?
Well, I gotta say, I've been training. I've been training.
You've been dieting. Don't you can't kid me, dude. I know what a diet face looks like. That is a diet.
Just been training and just trying to, circulate all this pizza, all these burgers, and stay active. The kids keep me on edge.
So,
Especially now with this quarantine. It's like 2 days home.
yeah.
Oh man, you start getting the swollen ankles and everything.
So, what are the ages of the kids you got in your house?
A year and a half and 7 years old.
Okay, so one of them is doing the homeschooling, the online stuff right now.
Yeah, well, I'm doing it myself too. She's doing it,
Wow.
and I tell you, man. I mean, sometimes I hate to do it because I don't want her to know how kind of dumb I am.
Dude, she's 7. That's about as far as I got in math. Was probably when I was 7 or 8. I didn't develop any further after that. So
Oh man.
I
Well, I got as high as 10th grade. That's it, and it was a mess. It was a mess after that.
I know. So I want to talk about the world situation and how it affects you and all that. But I got to go back before the Arnold becomes like old news. I haven't
Yes.
talked to you. I haven't talked to you since then. Um,
Yeah.
I
No,
thought you
happened
looked.
so fast.
I thought you looked really good, man. I thought you were bigger and fuller and rounder. You got that pop back. Condition was really good. It could have,
Yeah, it
it
could
was
have been a
very
little bit more polished. I mean, you
could
could
have
go
been.
ahead, Ron. I take criticism
I
really
know, I
good,
know. Yeah, I mean
especially
that.
from someone like you in the game for so long.
Yeah, I mean that's all I have to say is I would have if you'd been a little sharper, I think you would have done better. It
Yeah,
was a
not
hell of
too
it was a hell
sharp
of a
there.
lineup as you knew it would be. Man, that was a show.
No, great lineup, great lineup. And I say, to get in the top 10 was good, but obviously for the Arnold, you want that top six because you get to play around with Arnold at the end.
That's right. That's
But
right.
that's what it's about. But being the last one, maybe let's see. I mean, I was hoping to do the whole Arnold circuit, and I was ramping up to get over to Australia.
Okay.
And then everything just you saw everything just went kaput.
Let's see, because Tony, everybody got a call from Tony, I believe. He let the athletes know first, didn't he?
Well, I was calling Tony because I needed more organization than anybody else, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
And I kept calling Tony, and he adamant it's gonna happen. Nobody's gonna stop me. And I'm all right, Tony, but in the end, it's not up to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Armed over in Australia by his government. So it was shut down exactly, I believe, 8 days before we were supposed to be there.
Oh, I thought it was
So
even quick. It was even quicker than that because wasn't it the weekend after
no,
Ohio?
because I didn't get an answer till like Saturday week before.
Huh. Hang on. Now I gotta check the dates on this. Yeah, Arnold.
Yeah, Saturday week
Oh, it was
before.
two.
That's when I got an
Yeah,
answer.
you're right. 'Cause they were 2 weeks apart. Those shows. Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
so you were going to
So
do
far, and then
Ohio, Australia, and were you going to do South America, Brazil too?
yeah, I wanted to do Australia and I wanted to do Brazil.
Okay. Okay. So, I know when we talked the last time we talked on the record, you wanted to see, how you looked, how you did. You looked pretty damn good. You just needed, I don't know, another couple weeks to really polish that up, and I think you would have
All
been in a good
weeks, and my
spot.
body was just. I think I pushed myself. I think I pushed my cardio too much.
Mhm.
I should have ended my cardio a bit sooner and filled out more. But I think I was, again, the same thing that always happens when you want to reach that condition.
Mm,
You
yeah.
overexhaust your body so much where you basically have no fat and you need fat to just help you fill out. And it's not just carbs in the end. When you have no fat, I mean, my body fat was so low.
Mm, yeah.
It was, what can you say?
Yeah.
Like, it
Well, it
was
was
a strong lineup. It was a
it-
strong lineup. It was a good lineup
yeah.
with some of the best in the industry. And I was just hoping to get to Australia, and I was already feeling better.
Mm,
By the time
yeah.
you start rolling into the next show, you start feeling better, but
There
it's
was no
just
next show.
it wasn't no next show exactly.
uh, I mean, so I don't get, how do you even? You look like you're still eat. You must be eating super clean. You must be still hitting the cardio because I know what your
Eating
face.
super clean knots.
Not what? Come on. I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
my
just telling you.
face.
I can't see the physique, but I know what your face looks like when you're not dieting, and you're
No,
definitely
no, I
dieting
know.
right
I actually felt that way when I actually shaved just for you, Ron. Just for
now.
you, baby.
So the stubble added 20 pounds apparently.
Yeah, no,
So
no. I was feeling like drawn out, and the thing is, I'm eating as clean as I can, but also I'm a cookie monster. You know, I love cookies, so and I like those real horrible, bad for you cookies.
oh, wait, we got to give a plug to my cookie dealer here, Karen, Juan
I
Ziza's
haven't
wife.
even tasted it yet.
You
They haven't
still
hooked
haven't
me
had
up.
one?
I haven't had one yet. They haven't hooked me up yet.
Come on, Juan. What kind of friend are you? You can't, put a box in his mail, put something in his mailbox or something.
Listen, I'm the guy that went straight from the club to Insomnia Cookies in New York
Ah,
City. They were open to 4 in the morning.
okay, well, I don't have any contract or sponsorship to Karen's company and Juan's company, my cookie dealer. But let me tell you, dude, those cookies are the bomb. They're huge.
No, no, no. I'm gonna hit up Juan. I'm gonna harass him now. So send me a
Yeah,
bucket.
yeah. I mean, come on, we talk about it on the show. It's fine.
No,
Uh,
no. I'll get it. I'll get it. Especially, you know what? Once he hears this, he's gonna send me a whole lot.
I should get them on. I should do a Ronline with them, just talking about the cookies. That'd be hilarious.
Oh man, I
No,
want,
but
I want to.
yeah,
Maybe
they
I get
do.
lucky and I get one named after me. I don't know.
Well, Juan has one named. Nobody else. Juan's the only one so far that has a cookie. It's I think chocolate with almonds in it or something. I can't even remember.
Yeah.
It was good. Whatever it was good. I haven't had one bad cookie of theirs yet. I've tried like five, six flavors. They're all
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
You can't go wrong. Enough about cookies, dude. So
Yeah, I know, I know. I'm gonna go home. I already have my freaking list after my
so
pizza.
where you just came from working out, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, to the fans out there, I know, and everybody listening to this is not one of those times that we're fortunate to have gyms open. But, I grew up with Kai. We've been training for many years, and lucky for me, he does have his own, personalized gym. And
You were just
that's
at
for the
Kai's home gym.
yeah, yeah. He's got his own personalized gym. I don't want to say too much because
Oh,
but he's doing a lot of his videos. If you notice,
yeah.
that's his gym.
Okay. I mean, nobody can hate on you for that. You're not sneaking into some gym that they can't get into. They can't get into that
No,
gym anyway.
yeah, yeah. No, nobody goes in. It's really when I'm there either alone or or I saw Kai the other day.
So is it like fully equipped? It's like all the machines, all the
I,
cables,
I
free
think
weights.
is good enough. It's good
Yeah.
enough to what's going on, and he's very selective in what he's going to order next.
Oh, okay.
He's going to order a few more pieces. Last time we spoke, and but right now it's golden. It's golden for the time for what's happening, and if it was the last gym in the world, it would be a pretty good damn gym still.
Wow. Okay. So have you been training with him sometimes or no?
Oh, Kai's schedule is crazy, man. Kai's schedule is nuts.
That's
Making up.
true.
He's busy. He's busy, and I wish I was that busy. But I'm busy with
Yeah.
the kids.
Right on, Mr. Mom. I get it. I've been there, dude. I've
Yeah,
been there.
yeah.
So, what do you? I got to let everyone know. So, just to make it clear, guys, he's not sneaking into some gym that locked you out or anything. This is Kai's
Yeah,
home
this is
gym.
not a membership gym or anything like that. I mean, if you count the number of people that go there throughout the week, if it's 10, that's too
Wow.
much. That's a little. But again, thank you, Kai, and Viva Fitness. They're the ones that supply him. Gotta give him a shout out. Good
Is that
equipment.
the equipment or what?
Yeah, yeah, the equipment. Viva Fitness.
Viva Fitness. Okay.
VIVA.
Viva la Fitness. No, just
Yeah,
Viva Fit.
yeah.
What a name.
Gotta like live, I guess. Viva la vida loca. I don't know.
La Vida Loca. That'd be my gym. But so I mean, what do you do now? You like waiting to see when shows are going to start up because we have dates, but who knows? We don't know when this is going to end or
Oh, I mean, you saw New York Pro. New York Pro, they pushed it up to
August 8th.
August 8th.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for that reason, I think I should just cancel my show this year.
Oh, your show was in July or when?
Mine is in August.
Oh, yours was in
So
August too. Huh.
yeah, so let's say they do open up the gyms by even May or June.
Yep.
The paranoia of all this pandemic is still going to be there.
Mm,
Nobody's just going to start walking around freely and open-minded and careless. It's going to be cleaner. People are going to be more aware. But as far as getting their head straight to actually start dieting,
mm,
training hard, getting ready for a show,
yeah.
that's not going to happen so quick.
Mm.
Unless, of course, this is your career.
Well, that's the
But
thing. These promoters, none of them want to cancel shows. That they're all postponing if they can because
yeah,
that's
postponing they can, especially if they do have, a long running show. I mean, my show is just it's just my show. So
yeah.
I don't really have anybody else, and I don't think I can handle losing anything. You
Mm,
know,
yeah.
so I rather focus on the following year. And I wanted to start the campaign now for the show, but it's impossible.
Right.
Nobody's barely even doing a single push up.
Well, that's what's crazy. So let's say the gyms open up in a month. So that'd put us at like mid-May. Say they start having contests again, pro shows, amateur shows, like
Yeah, I
beginning of
mean the pros and amateurs round, but you got to remember, it's the repercussions that people are feeling now. They haven't been working,
mm,
so you're gonna start working. Even if you start working May, June, now you have to catch up on back bills.
yeah,
The last thing on your mind is having a chicken breast, and eating low carb on your plate.
yeah,
You still want to be eating McDonald's to save up,
yeah, yeah,
catch up, and it's hitting everybody really hard. And
yeah.
if it's gonna hit anybody hardest, it's gonna hit the fitness community because everything we do costs money. It's not just a gym membership.
Right, right.
Supplementation. I mean, supplement companies are probably feeling it.
Yeah.
GNC. I think the stock went down to like 94 cents or something. Who
Wow.
knows? But it's not $90 like it used to be.
Damn. Hmm.
So when the big dogs in the industry of supplementation are going down, people are not buying.
Right. Yeah. Because
Now, how is bodybuilding.com doing? I don't know. I'm sure they sold a hell of a lot of vitamin C.
well, I was thinking, chicken for a little while. It was people were really panicking. We're like, did you ever have trouble getting chicken, beef, stuff like that, or no? A couple weeks ago, like a
I
month
live
ago.
I live in a small neighborhood. It's literally about 6 miles long,
Okay.
and we have about four major supermarkets there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So if we don't have one thing in one, they have it in the other.
Okay. Right.
And then you have to go at like 7, 8 in the morning.
Those are the senior hours. You can't go. You're not old enough to do that yet. But
No, that was when it first started. Before they
okay.
gave the senior hours.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's say before I went to the Arnold, I knew this was going to happen. I loaded up on 2 weeks supply
Okay, gotcha.
before I left to the Arnold, Ohio. I
Right.
already said, I told my wife, I said, listen, this is going to get rough,
Hmm.
and we should start loading up on some food. I mean, yeah, I think I exaggerated a little bit, but guess what? I mean, we lasted with the food for about a month.
Wow. Yeah.
It's a whole lot of chicken breasts. And at that time, they'll let you buy, 10, 15 trays.
Yep. Yep.
Now I'm lucky if I leave out of there with 4 trays.
So my wife and daughter, they work at two different Costco's. So they told me about the buying trends. Like a month ago, that place was slammed, like lines around the block, and
Uh,
couldn't find parking in the parking lot, and people like, they shouldn't have been all stacked up like but they would. Everyone was on each other. Anyway, so that was like a month ago, and then it calmed down because people bought as much as they needed for like 2, 3, 4 weeks, and now everybody's back because they ran out of
Back again,
all the shit
yeah.
they bought. Yeah, so it's
Yeah, it's
waves.
starting up again. But we didn't want to go too crazy because one thing I realized was the food industry was gonna be good.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, lost you.
It's okay.
Yeah,
There's no shortage of chickens or cows, is there? As far
yeah,
as
no shortage. And I don't understand how the farming industry is saying they're suffering because all people are doing now is eating.
yeah, suffering how?
I, there was a report on some guy that dumped out 2 million pounds of gallons of milk
Oh my God.
because it went bad. And I said, how is that possible? If anything, everybody's over consuming. So,
Correct.
but you don't know the truth in half the things that are going on right now. Like right
True.
now, I mean, I question everything, and now even more so
Hmm.
because nobody's giving us a clear indication of what is what. We weren't guided the right way. You
Yeah.
know, I took my daughter out of school 2 weeks before her
Oh.
school actually closed.
Oh wow.
I didn't want to deal with it. No, I
Hmm.
didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
You know, what if my kid got sick because they decided 2 weeks later, you know, hey, now we're gonna end school, and now my kid is sick. No, so my kid was out. Actually, both of my three of my girls were out of school sooner than what the school called for. You know,
Right.
and it's not taking any chances. So now you have the kids at home. Now you're at home.
Yeah.
There's no shows. There's no gyms.
Dude.
You know, and wow, it's just been of course with Korea, but I mean, who do you trust these days, Ron? You know,
Who I trust? Me.
who do you
That's who.
trust? Me. That's who.
That's right.
That's,
Dude. So how far are you from New York City?
well, right now, if I
Like where
go
you
to New
live
York,
now?
I'm
Like how far?
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Okay. Because clearly that's the worst place in the world to be right now for
I know. I know.
coronavirus.
I know.
I
That's
hate to
it
even ask
became a
you, but
freaking.
do you know people that got sick? Do you know anyone that died?
Fortunately, my daughter's great grandmother just passed. Her home care attendant gave it to her over in Massachusetts.
Oh shit.
Uh, but you know, she was 101. She did have a good life, but still, it's
Come
one of
on,
those
dude.
things.
101. Come on.
101. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's pretty. I mean, she did pretty good, you know.
Dude, come on.
Yeah,
101.
yeah.
You're me and you, we're not
For
going to see
her.
101. Come on.
Oh man, please. Who says I want to?
Oh, I don't
But
want to.
let me see. This is who else? My, you know, Melvin. You know, sorry, bro. Yeah, his mother also passed
Oh, jeez.
from Corona. You know, a few guys in his precinct, 22nd precinct, New York City. It's just too many people. This is one of those things that you either gonna know somebody or know somebody who had somebody pass away from it. It's bad. Again, it was just the misinformation and the how do you say that word? It's kind of like the nonchalant way people handle the situation because they downplayed it so much,
Mm.
you know, and all these movies being out of pandemics, they basically thought of this is a movie. This can't happen now.
Right, right, right.
So the doubt that was in people's mind was also the lack of reaction. You know, then you had the people that overreacted and bought up half the freaking market.
Yeah. Well, you
You
know
know,
what? I think it's because we've had some flus over the past like 10, 15 years, like that H1N1, the SARS virus, swine flu. We've had, I guess you couldn't call them pandemics. We've had flu epidemics before, but it never really touched the US that badly. We never had that many fatalities, even
it
Ebola,
never got
stuff like
here.
that.
It never got here.
So
Yes.
we're like, we're good. We're good. Nothing can hurt us. Nothing can ever happen to us. We're America. Come on. But sure enough, shit, we never thought schools would close, business, restaurants, bars, clubs, no sporting events, no interstate travel. I mean, this is like a Twilight Zone episode.
It's just that, and that's how it gets you, and
Yeah.
that's how things always get you. You know, it's like ah, I'm gonna skip cardio. I know I could win this show. I'm not gonna die this much because it's an easy show in Missouri somewhere, and
Huh?
next thing you know, you get your ass kicked. you
Well,
know,
Chad
but it
show,
was
muscle
a
mayhem.
lot of misinformation, misguidance, and we're not scientists. Most people just go to work day in, day out. And why was New York hit so hard?
Mm,
Just look at the subway system.
that's what I
You
kept
know,
saying. You
just
got
look at
people's
the
armpit
subway
in your
system.
face.
Look at the bus. You know, I mean,
Even the
even when I go,
sidewalks. Look at the sidewalks in Manhattan. The people are all like brushing up against each other the whole time.
it's a virus freaking cesspool dream. You know, New York City. That's what it is, and that's what happened, and that's why it became an epicenter for spreading so fast. You know, I mean, you didn't hear about it. You know, in Idaho spreading so fast
Dude,
because everybody's already socially, apart. You know, they're not that close. Everybody got their building.
2 days ago, Wyoming had its first case.
Yeah, Wyoming.
One case.
There you go. See, no, who goes to Wyoming? Who travels in Wyoming? Who knows? I don't know. I mean,
Coyotes? I don't know.
yeah, but it's one of those things that when you now you have a melting pot like New York City, people travel from all over the world having meetings. They're coming from China, especially Europe, and New York is always going to be one of those first hit cities when it comes to a pandemic. And unfortunately, it's one of those cities that has to be over prepared. And I'm tired of seeing Cuomo really, on TV. I don't
Sure
know,
you are.
but I mean, there was a point that he was making a lot of, good points,
Yeah.
but there's also one of those situations where I think he exaggerated a little, asking for so much and instead of containing it first. I don't know. I don't know. It's just confusing. That we need the freaking boat hospital to take care of people, the people that were taking care of the nurse, the doctors. I think more doctors got sick here than they did in Italy.
Wow.
They haven't brought out the report. My friend said, my friend Scott that runs my show, he said about 20 people died today in New Jersey.
Oh my. Wow.
And he runs Rutgers University Hospital.
Jeez.
And also now the misreports. Now somebody dies, they're calling it, death by corona. That's the other confusion that's going on now.
It's COVID-19 is the actual
Yeah,
it's like
COVID-19, but
AIDS.
it's
It's like
saying
AIDS and HIV. It's a difference between like that.
exactly. So that's what they said. When they first started with AIDS, people said, did they die from AIDS or did they die from pneumonia caused by AIDS?
Right. Right.
So that's where the confusion now is. How do we label, these deaths? Is it going to be COVID-19 or is it going to be, the person, had bad asthma,
Mm.
had bronchitis or something? So it's so much we don't know, and we will
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah. I mean, it's. Do you think the deaths, the corona deaths, are underreported or overreported? You think they're attributing more deaths to corona than are really corona?
Um, that's what the point I was trying to
Mm.
get to. That's what I
It
don't
might be. That might be the
get.
case. Yeah, that might be the case. Or it could be. It could even be the other way. Maybe people are dying from things. It's not all, especially in the first couple of weeks, and it wasn't being recognized as coronavirus. That they just thought it was pneumonia or whatever. And but it doesn't matter. I mean, we still have even if it's 10% or 20% wrong, up or down. We still have a lot of people being infected, getting sick, and a lot of people
Yeah, I
dying
got
anyway.
my mask. I don't
Oh,
drive with it, but I have it. All right, I have it. I'm not gonna be in the car driving with my windows up like I see a lot of people with the mask on. I'm
see
like, why do
that.
you have it on in your car?
Going to
So I
infect
have it.
myself. Man, I mean, I don't see any people walking around. Are there people out there?
Well, it is Jersey. I don't think anybody walks in Jersey, unless you're in Hoboken,
Hoboken. No, I've been
Yeah,
to. What's that really rough city in Jersey? What is it?
Camden.
Maybe it was Camden. I got off the highway by accident one time there, and man, there was a lot of
Newark
people.
is
It
Newark
was
north
Newark.
of
It was
Camden.
Newark. It was Newark, and it was the worst. The exit put you in like the very worst part of Newark. I don't know
Oh
why.
yeah.
And everybody's just walking around, standing around. I was like, man, I gotta find the way back on the highway. This is I gotta get
It's
back to
all right.
Jersey.
You know what? Newark isn't that bad. If you ever, this is just advice. If anybody ever gets lost in Newark
Yeah.
and you're in a bad neighborhood, just buy from the drug dealer. You'll be fine. All
So
right.
then you're kind of protected. Okay.
Yeah, just buy. Just don't act lost. Don't act. Just say you holding and that's it. And then ask for directions.
Now, is this true? Tell me, when someone says, "Are you a cop?" If it actually is a cop, do they have to say they're a cop?
That's that bullshit. That's not true because
Huh.
I watched Next 48 and
Yeah.
I love it now after like 10 or 11 seasons. Now they start asking for their lawyers. I
Oh,
think they, I think they learned,
okay.
but the same way they can lie to you, but you cannot lie to them because
Oh, okay. That's
so
fair.
your best thing is just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah,
Don't say anything.
that's right. You have
Don't
the
make a
right to remain.
statement.
You have the right to
Never.
remain silent. But
No, that's it, man. I practice my Miranda rights even at home with my wife.
cool. All right. Well, last question, Victor. I'll let you go. Is how are you coping with all this? trapped in your home most of the time with your children and your wife and
Oh,
Netflix and
like,
whatever you got to keep you entertained.
listen, if this is trap, Ron, I have to say it's the best trap that I've ever been
Oh.
because it's time that you will never have with your
Mm,
kids. We're gonna be busy. We're gonna get in the hustle and the bustle of working and getting out there and getting to the gym again and running in and traveling. And so it's one of those things where yes, I need to work. I need to make money,
yeah.
you know, but also the time I'm having with my kids is like, man,
Yeah.
this is some sweet time, man.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
bet
I
I
mean,
bet a
I
lot of
have to get
parents.
to Boston. I have to get
Yeah.
to Boston. I have to get to see my daughter.
Oh, okay.
And that's the only thing, you know. But and I wanted to compete, but you know, you can't have it all. But
Yeah.
it's not as bad. The boredom, the people in the boredom. Come on, you know, people can do so much right now. I know you got a lot done these days,
Dude,
you
exactly.
know.
I mean, you made a good point, and that's the parents out there should be happy because a lot of parents, both parents work these days. Their kids are in daycare. A lot of parents they barely see, and then the kids are in school once they're old enough to go to school, so they barely see their damn kids. They see them for a couple hours after school and then get them ready for bed and go to bed. And now they're actually, this is something they never would have had the time for, and you only get that time once, and then they grow up so fast, as you know and I know, and then that's gone, and you'll never get that time back. So you're right. Parents
Yeah, I
out
mean,
there.
if you have money, one of those parents that have money, you're appreciating this time.
Yeah.
You know, I
True.
mean, aside from the fear, now if you're one of those parents, you know, that come from my own neighborhood that rely and they live check to check, their stress level is just
Mm,
I never seen the stress level.
right.
And you know, I got my own kids to worry about. I just can't be giving out handouts or anything like that. But it's bad, you know, when it comes to that, you know,
Right.
because
Right.
money can become the main focus. You know, a Dominican parent, you know, is not gonna say, "Oh, I love spending time with my kid." You know? Well, fuck, I need to put food in them. You know, they get really stressed. You know,
Yeah.
and I remember, you know, the '80s when it happened, the '90s. You know, without being a pandemic. You know, now it's a pandemic. Now you're forced.
Mm,
You know, you don't have the money, so the privilege, they're doing great. The
yes.
privilege, people that have money, they're spending time with their kids. You know, unless you got it and you're not healthy, you know, then you know the privilege aren't doing so well. But it's one of those things that you know you wish it was over sooner. It was miscalculated,
Mm,
and when they do let us out finally, which is gonna be probably who knows May, this
yeah.
repercussions are still gonna keep going all through the summer. This is
Oh.
not gonna be a normal summer.
No. I mean, I don't even know if people are going to be at the beaches. I mean, is there going to be enough room for everyone? Everyone's going to want to still stay apart from each other.
Oh no, everybody's
Everyone's going to be
no.
paranoid. Everyone's still going to be paranoid for maybe forever. I don't know. At least for a very long time.
It's gonna be a while. Finally, all those non-hand washers will finally get to wash their hands. You know, I always call them out in the gym. If I see a non-hand washer in the locker room, I call them out.
Oh yeah, good man. I mean,
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
people
I call
walk
them
out
out. I
of
always done that. I don't
dude taking a whiz is one thing, but I see people coming out of after destroying a stall, destroying it, and they're starting to walk out, and I'm like, hey, wash your hands, please wash your hands,
No,
dude.
I tell on them. I tell on them. I tell on them because when they use a certain piece of equipment
Yeah.
or somebody's
Uh,
in the door, they go, "Hey, you're not a hand washer. You know, I don't want to go after you."
oh, now you
So,
got Dookie on the
well,
friggin' handle, dude.
I
Oh,
mean, it's normal. It's normal. People are fucking dirty, and you know, this is one of those things where that being, you know, not having that hygiene, it's actually killing people.
yeah,
That
seriously.
hygiene, and
So,
I don't know. I mean, now you know the COVID-19, Corona. You know, I don't know if the beer company's doing bad, if it bought all
oh,
their
I think they're
sales.
about to
I don't
go
know.
under. They're done. They're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're done. They're not coming back from this. Are you kidding me? No way. No one's ever
Corona.
going to buy that beer again.
I tell
Oh.
you what, I know Patron is doing good because I'm drinking one bottle a week. You know what? That's why I'm shredded.
Oh, okay.
Patron.
Hey, that was Ronnie Coleman's secret that Kevin Levrone taught him. That we've heard that story like 150 times by now. Ronnie
I
took the
think it was
shots of
whiskey. It
vodka.
was whiskey. It
No, it was
was
supposed to be
whiskey.
it was vodka and coffee, and it was the night
Vodka and
before.
coffee. All right, all
Yeah,
right.
Kevin made Ronnie Coleman drink that, and then Ronnie beat him the next day
I
because
know
it
he
dried
made a
him out.
mistake there. Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin deeply regretted that. The first time he ever
Oh
lost to
man.
Ronnie, and he never beat Ronnie again after that. And that was like 97 or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that, man.
Six,
You
97.
rattle yourself out, man. But Ron,
So,
I'm gonna get a drive and get up to Boston. I have to get my little, you know, get my my trees.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd say I'd see you, but I won't see you. I'll be thinking.
Yeah, no, I won't see you. I won't see anybody. I'll see
Yeah.
my daughter. And give her one big hug. Her grandmother. I have
Yeah.
to actually carry her button. Let me give her a shout out because I do carry her button
Let's
when
see.
she was 101. Do I have it here or in the other deck?
I mean, if you lived
Uh,
101, you deserve a button. I'll say that. Maybe you deserve a T-shirt.
yeah, 101 birthday. Yeah, no, I have it in my other bag. Yeah, I
Okay.
gotta give it a shot. But anyways, for everyone that's losing or knows anybody that's lost their life to this, sorry. I mean, this have been avoided. You can't say so.
Mm,
Can't
yeah.
say so. Could have been less deaths, maybe, but at the end of the day, we in a life where everybody's more active. Everybody's, more people go to the gym, more people want to go to concerts and so on, and it was unavoidable. And I think people started realizing it when the super rich were getting it, the actors, the athletes, and they
Mhm.
started realizing like, wow, this is real,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know.
I
But
mean,
when your local neighborhood crackhead had it, you just thought like that's not real, man. That's just normal. He's just a
right.
crackhead.
Yeah. I mean, everyone, a lot of people were saying, well, this is only going to hurt really old people, people with heart, people, we're all going to be
I'm brushing
fine.
it away.
Yeah, the old and the weak and the sick, they'll die, but we're not going to close our entire country down just because of that. And turns out we had to, regardless, we had to. But anyway,
Had
man.
to. Wow,
Yeah.
man.
Anyway, man,
Well,
appreciate
I
you
don't
taking the
know.
time, Victor. Appreciate it very
Yeah,
much.
sorry, Ron. You can hear my voice too. I lost my voice like last week. It's Vivian no and Zoe no. That's been the most common
Vivian,
phrase at home.
no. Zoe,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
been the
that was,
most common phrase at home for like
man,
I don't know
I
so
did that
far for
twice
like
and it started to hurt. I can only imagine.
yeah, yeah. And one thing is they never listen to the no, so I don't know. I'm trying to think of a new word or something to say because no does not work.
Try a sound effect.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I'm gonna have to do a sound effect. Work
The
on my
dog, the
monster
dog
sound.
whisperer goes tss, tss, tss,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, that'll scare them. Anyway,
No,
man. All right, well, stay well, Victor. Stay safe.
thanks, Ron.
You know,
And tell your daughter to hook me up with a set, something
oh
she
yeah,
can email.
DJ Groove Baby, everybody, with two Y's. Groove Baby with two Y's. That's right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Follow her, everyone. Future top DJ right there, trans music.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, Victor, thank you so much for the time,
All right,
everybody.
Ron.
Thanks for watching Ronline Report with Victor Martinez. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.